Hey y'all, how's it going? I know that if you answer that I won't be able to hear it, but I'm going to assume that as you hear that, you're like, you know what, I'm doing all right, or maybe you're not doing all right. Either way, I love you and I send you so much love. I wanted to hop on here to share something that has been coming up into my reality recently that I would like to kind of sprinkle out beyond me and my little bubble of Jane. So I just want to put this reminder out there that we, as human beings, are made to feel good. I know, you may already know that. And I was talking with someone today and thinking about feeling good and some of the pain that I've been through physically, emotionally, and that's the time, it's like when I'm hurting, that's when I'm like, I need to feel better. Dear God, let me feel better. I'm ready to feel better, right? And I go seek ways to feel better, right? I connect back with my breath. I call a friend. I go dancing. I dance. I explore plant medicines. I go back to the earth. I go outside of me to come back into me to feel the relief. Sometimes I reach out for that help. Sometimes it's not reaching out for help. Sometimes it's me just being like, I need to be by myself because I'm in pain and I need to just feel it and let it alchemize out. Right? So I get that. Anyway, and I got to thinking about when we feel good, that's not when we go to feel better, right? It's like if I'm feeling good, that's when I'm like, let me respond to the emails, make the phone calls, schedule the meetings, do the things. Let me run myself into the ground because I feel good. And I think that there's this conditioned belief that we as humans have adopted as our own truth that says that I am only to feel good if I feel bad. And if I feel good, then I don't need to feel better. And I want to put this reminder out there that, we are made to feel better. We are made to feel better and better and better. And however much better you can feel even better than that. So this reminder is to me, and maybe someone else, whoever watches this, that you're like, hell yeah, that I don't have to feel bad to feel better. That I can actually feel good and feel better. And then even in the moments where I am in extreme good feels, I am in pleasure, I am feeling ecstasy and euphoria, and I'm just feeling all the feels, that I even then deserve to and am divinely righted to feel better. And every time we feel better, we send out a quantum ripple beyond us, right? So when I feel good, everything around me is going to feel that frequency emanating from me. If I feel better, it's going to go further. Imagine if you're in euphoria and bliss and you're feeling so good in your body and or in your mind and or in your spirit. The effects of that go out beyond you through space and time, through timelines, through your ancestors, through the future generations. It is more impactful than I think we remember. So this encouragement is to go feel better. And when I say go, I mean go, ready, set, go, feel better. Whatever you're doing, I encourage you to do something that feels better. Even if you're feeling really good, if you're feeling like, oh, my body feels good and I already stretched today, what if you stretched a little bit more? Like this, I did so much stuff this morning. I'm like, oh, this actually feels really good. You already did your breath work today. I invite you to still take another deep breath like I just did. And I feel even better. Look in the mirror and smile at yourself. You may look at the mirror and be like, yeah, that's right, I'm a sex beast. And then great, keep it up. And if you look in the mirror and you go, oh, I look like the beast, then see the beauty in the beast that you are and feel better. Wherever you are, go to where you can feel a little better. Go into your heart. Remember that you are made of love, you are made of light and sound, and that you deserve to feel better than wherever you are. Not that where you are feeling is not good, and to not be in acceptance of where you are. Of course, be in acceptance of where you are, no judgment. And remember that you deserve to feel better. It's not up to anyone else to make you feel better, to set the things up so you can feel better. But you just in your humanness deserve to feel better. So feel better. Have the courage to feel better. Have the courage to explore new things to feel better. You know, maybe it's pushing through fear. Maybe it's expanding beyond your believed limitations. You know, maybe it's meeting new people, joining a new tribe, a new group, a new community. It's putting yourself out there. You know, these are the things that maybe you want, that you know will make you feel better, but maybe you have some hesitation, some resistance, some reservation on putting yourself out there, right? Because you have old belief systems that you're going to be judged, or you're not going to be welcomed, or people are going to make fun of you, or whatever. But you know in your highest mind and your biggest depth of heart that you feel good when you're with others, that you feel good when you're of service, that you feel good when you're receiving and sharing abundance. And maybe some of the things that you want to do that are a little scary. I invite you to just move through that. Just move through that fear. You know, just like acknowledge it and be like, hey, I see you, and just keep on going. Like, use that courageous human force of you that knows that you can do it, that you got this, and that the universe supports you, and a whole tribe of humans support you because they want you to feel good and be better and feel better and shine your light even brighter, because we all want to see it. I want to see it. So that's my reminder, y'all, that you deserve to feel good. You know, I've been doing so much work around pleasure. Just funny to say. I've been working around pleasure, working with pleasure, you know, leading cacao ceremonies. Y'all, cacao, I love it. Like, it's just like pleasurable to so many of my parts. Like, I think about it and it brings me pleasure. You know, I guide people in ecstatic dance around themselves and the earth and fire and this and that. It feels so good. It feels so good. I get pleasure when I can connect people into a community, when I introduce people, when I make these, what I call like divine connections, and I see the patterns and the way things can move together with more ease. Like, I get so much pleasure in that. So maybe what you're doing, say with your job, right, with your dharmic purpose, wherever you are in this now moment, I invite you to look at that from a pleasure perspective. That it's not, oh, I'm so stressed out, I got to do these things, and I got to meet this person so that I can do this and that and the other. Rather, like, I get to be of service. I get to answer these phone calls and connect people where they need to be connected. I get to support people with their finances. I get to support an intentional community. I get to go to work today. I get to work today. Maybe you don't work. Maybe it's that you get to stay home today. You know, instead of, oh, I can't leave the house because I don't have a job, right? It's this perspective of pleasure. Pleasure perspective will bring us more of a pleasurable life experience so we can feel good and feel better. Because again, every time I feel good, you feel good. Every time we feel good, we feel better. Our entire system changes. Like, to nerd out, like, your immune system is going to increase. Yay, your nervous system is going to chill the fuck out. You know, your blood pressure is going to stabilize. Your breathing is going to become less labored, more easeful. You know, our anxiety and depression levels tend to decrease when we're feeling good. And oftentimes we have a mindset of, I'll feel good on Friday when the week is over. I'll feel good when this pain goes away. I'll be happy when, you know, I'll feel good when I can retire. I'll feel good when I can get X many dollars in the banking system. Whatever that is. Not to not have these goals and to keep moving toward whatever it is that you want, you know, your vacation, your money, your 401, whatever. Okay. Rather, to see where you are with so much pleasure and gratitude, and let yourself feel different, and then expand from that place. Like, wherever better feeling space you get to, get a little bit bigger, move a little bit bigger, take up a little bit more space. And if you're like, you know, I'm hearing music drive by. Anyway, just thinking about like this Friday, I'm co-hosting a kirtan, and I've been talking to people about it, and they're like, I can't sing. I don't want to sing in public. And I'm like, I feel you so much. And when you hear me sing, you're gonna be like, Jane is not a professional singer at all. I don't care. It brings me feel goods to sing sacred songs, to raise my vibe through song and music. And then the next day, there's going to be dancing. I'm leading a cacao ceremony at night. And then there's going to be kirtan and drumming and ecstatic dance and all of these things that are going to be sound journeys that like start the evening off. And I'm like, all these things bring pleasure. So I invite you, one, to come to the event. Sunday I'm leading a guided meditation with sound frequencies to support the meditation, which I love. And maybe, you can't even recognize pleasure, and you just want to be still with yourself to maybe start to acknowledge some of the places for pleasure that you have already or that you can expand upon. And I'll just I hold that space for you so that your mind can go wherever you need to go. But I just want to share that, like, no matter what your belief is, no matter what your religion is and your spiritual practice, whether you're an atheist, or agnostic, or super spiritual, you're Buddhist, you're Catholic, you're Baptist, I don't even care. You give yourself the label, okay? Whatever that is. And I ask you, wherever you are in this moment with whatever labels you have or that you have removed, I ask you, are you feeling good? And do you remember that your ancestors would sing and play music and dance? And that is how they got their vibe high. That is how they connected with something bigger. That's how they connected with themselves, with Source or God or Gaia, whatever, with the infinite, with the nothingness, whatevs. It's how they connected with their tribe, with their community, with their clan, the native clans. Anyway, and they got together and they would sing and play and dance to celebrate and to mourn, to create, to welcome back, to say goodbye. They would do this all the time. They were healthy. They were connected. They were connected to the earth. They were connected to each other because they weren't afraid of being judged. Well, what if somebody thinks that I move silly? They didn't care, right? Because the children were even raised to be free in their bodies and to feel the joyful nature of their own movement. We have been conditioned so far out of that in my opinion, it's time to reclaim that. It's time to remember that and reclaim that and act in accordance of that. Let our frequency in our body, our mind, and our energy fields clear out and expand and hold the light frequency that we are made to hold. And it's not just through sitting in meditation and doing good work. You can do your pranayama all day, but if you're not having I can do breath of fire all day, but it's totally different if I go run. It's really different if I'm gonna have a sexual experience. It's a totally different type of breathing. When I'm dancing and moving my body, it's a totally different type of breathing. They're all like breath of fire, but they're different. So I invite you to sing. Let your lungs fill up and let the sound of Source come out. I invite you to dance. Move your body. Let spirit move you. Become mindless and see what your body, become the witness to your body, and let the energy of whatever it is that you're moving through move through you. I invite you to play music, to hit a drum, to blow in a flute, to shake some maracas, to shake a rattle, to play with a cajon or a Strudy box, because that's been my choice and I've really been loving them so much. But play. And if you're like, I want to do these things and I'm scared, please reach out. I have grown with a giant tribe here where I am, and I would invite you to join if you want to explore this and play with this and just see what it's like to come and be accepted and welcomed, to speak your truth, to be your unique self, and to explore who you are and who you are potentially made to be. I invite you to join. Just join me in this pleasure perspective and play, please. How was that for a P alliteration? Haha. So yeah, y'all, have the courage to be in joy and keep connected with me, with yourself, with something bigger, the infinite, the potential, the earth, your breath. Please, 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 please. That's what I wanted to hop on here and share. So keep connected, and remember that I love you, and I'm grateful that you're here on this earth journey in this now. And please remember that you're made to feel good. You deserve to feel good. You're worthy of feeling good. You're worthy of feeling pleasure and peace. You're worthy of feeling joy. You're worthy and deserving of feeling love, because you are, in fact, all of these things. You are love. You are the frequency of love. Your consciousness. The baseline of you is divine. So that's your reminder. I love you so much. I love you, love you, love you. I love you. Thanks for checking us out. And hopefully I will see you all super soon at a kirtan or at a cacao ceremony, or dancing ecstatically, or meditating, or doing these things that light me up. So keep in touch. I love you all. Bye.